ones. While you're getting settled in, you're watching the video version of my journal. I do a written version and I do a video version, and I post those most on Sundays. So if you are new to the conversation, welcome. And if you are returning to the conversation, we want to welcome you back. And we want you to like and share and subscribe so that when I post new videos, you will be one of the first ones to get that notification. You could be watching this on YouTube or Facebook Live or LinkedIn Live. This is a TriCast. And as we move into the new year, I will try to add to my platforms. So if you are commenting, I might not see that comment right away, but you can also, I'm just typing in, you can also text me at 214-919-9360. So text your comments to 214-919-9360. I'm kind of doing this on the fly because got somewhere to be, but it's important that I sit before you and just bring you some information. If you, a lot of people, if you're like some people, they're in the middle of a celebration, celebrating the holiday season. They're eating too much, drinking too much, spending too much, trying to impress people that they don't know, spending time with people they don't like, and spending money that they don't have. So in 2021, hopefully you will not bring that. If that's you, you need to change your ways. I know I'm not one to set New Year's resolutions so much so that I try to improve every single day about how I carry myself. But if you're one of the people who does that, you spend money to impress people that you don't like, with money that you don't have, using credit cards and interest rates and all of that, and you find yourself in a worse situation as time goes on, you need to stop. That's your choice, and you need to stop. Because if 2020 taught you anything, it's that the people who claim that they care about you really don't. They, if you find yourself in a situation and it's a person, a bully, liar, killer, cop, that has again used unneeded deadly force against an unarmed Black person, and you try to bring that bully, liar, killer, cop to justice, then you find that there are people out there who will defend that action of that killer cop. There are people out there that if that cop is on trial, they will find them not guilty. And if they are found guilty, you'll find that there are crooked judges that will reduce the sentencing just because they don't care about mostly Black people in America. So that's what I've learned, that in 2020, a lot of people who claim to care about me and people who look like me really don't, for various reasons. So let's go over some things. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And you're watching. I'm Steffanie Rivers. This is my video version of my journal. And we learned again that some people prefer for Black people to be the background to their foreground. The background to their foreground. For example, if you are working a job and all you're doing is just getting paid just enough to pay your bills, the person who owns the company, they're only going to pay you just enough so that you can exist, so that you can help them to make more money in their company. But the minute that you ask for a raise or that you try to do something to better yourself and your family, then they have a problem with that. As long as you are the labor force in their equation, then that's okay. But the minute that you want to start your own business, or that you want to go back to school and get a degree or better skill set, then you become what's called the competition. And some people prefer for you to be the background to their foreground. They want you to help them make money in their business. But when you want to do it for yourself and your family and create generational wealth, some people have a problem with that. So in 2021, Black people, we need to be okay with being the competition. Be okay with it. Be okay with people not liking you. Be okay with people being uncomfortable around you because you are proud of who you are and you expect more of yourself. So be okay with that in 2021. Um, it's not always the other person's fault that you are in the situation you're in. Look at what you could do better. Look at, why is it that I have not progressed with all the skills and the knowledge and the money that I've made, the six-figure income or the high five-figure income? What are you doing to better yourself? Stop blaming other people. Stop being in the background of other people's foreground and create your own picture of success. So don't let anyone tell you that there's no money in being a business owner. Don't let anybody tell you that there's no money out there to be made. Because if you're like me and you drive along the highway, or if you take public transportation and you're riding around and you see new exits being built, you see new business complexes being built, you see restaurants under construction, even though most of the local restaurants might be out of business, or due to COVID regulations might be, they might have curbed their opening or how they operate, their operating standards. Look at hotels and uh, construction companies. They're like in business, they're making money. Don't let anybody tell you there's no money to be made. In 2021, be comfortable with being the competition. We also learned that some people who say that Black lives matter to them when it's convenient really don't care about Black people who are suffering. Case in point is Dr. Susan Moore. You might have seen her story by now, but a couple of weeks ago in early December, she posted a video on her platform, and she talked about how she was actually in the hospital in the suffering from COVID. Now, Dr. Susan Moore is an internist. She's a medical doctor, but she came down with COVID, and she was talking about how her white doctors at Indiana University North Hospital discounted, one, how sick she was, and two, wouldn't allow her, they didn't want to give her pain medication. Now, we've heard all the stories and we've seen the statistics about how some people consider Black people's pain, physical pain, to not be as severe as other people, that we don't hurt like other people, that we don't need care as much as other people. And that's why, whether it's a woman in labor or somebody in surgery or someone suffering from cancer, we don't get the same care. Well, that this doctor, Dr. Susan Moore, just want to make sure I got her name right. Yes, Dr. Susan Moore used her social media platform to talk about how she had to argue down her white doctor, who, one, didn't even think she was sick as she said she was, told her that she didn't have the respiratory issues that she claimed she had. And so when she was assigned a team, whenever you go to a hospital or anything, basically they give you a team of people you work with. Her nurse that she was assigned to, a white nurse, came in around 9 a.m. that morning from her shift that started around 7 or 8. And when Dr. Moore told her, I need pain medication because I'm in pain, the nurse poo pooed, delayed coming back even for hours. It was 4 or 5 hours before the nurse decided to show back up with pain medication. So from around 9 or 10 to around 2 or 3, this doctor, who I don't think would lie about her ailment and her need for pain, and probably has a better understanding of what she needs than other non-medical professional patients. She was told she really wasn't that sick and really didn't need all the pain medication that she claimed to need. So when the nurse showed back up, Dr. Moore, the sick doctor, the black woman doctor, told this white nurse, what took you so long? You know, I told you I needed this 4 hours ago. And the white nurse went on to tell the black doctor, who was her patient, you know, I marched for Black Lives Matter. I care about people. I'm just working really hard right now. So this doctor had to tell her, care about this black woman who is in front of you, care about me. So it's when it's convenient for some people to say Black Lives Matter, then they will do it and they will march for it, or they will put a hashtag. But really, the people in front of them, the person in front of them, or even people who are getting shot and killed on the street at the hands of bully, liar, killer cops who are using needless, deadly force. Those people, when it comes to holding people accountable, when it comes to treating people like human beings, when it comes to treating people, patients, or people on the street, or customers, or your neighbor, like you would want them to treat your family member if they had your family member at their mercy. We don't get, I don't get the same respect or the same care. So in 2021, we have to start doing better by ourselves, because it's evident that some people don't care about us, no matter how many hashtags we have. So in 2021, Black people, treat your body like a temple. Stop putting anything and everything in your temple. Stop allowing any old body to invade your temple. Stop just meeting people and expecting little to no accountability. Even if it's your doctor, ask questions. And if they don't listen to you, then there's plenty of doctors out there who would care for you and treat you better and treat you humanely. So be willing to make changes. Treat your body like a temple. And if the people in your social or your personal circle don't treat your body the same way, then change the people in your circle. I don't care who it is. Take care of your temple, and it will take care of you. So when the next toxin comes out and turns into a pandemic, you will not be at the mercy of that toxin. You will have equipped your body and your immune system and yourself and your family to to not be susceptible to any toxin. Start doing better by yourself and requiring other people to do better by you. In 2020, we learned that some people are okay with bully, liar, killer cops. When it's time to hold these people accountable, they turn off their cameras. There's no impunity. They shoot first, ask questions later of unarmed people. There's no impunity. We got crooked prosecutors. And if you do get a good prosecutor who does the right thing and brings them to bear with charges, then you've got jurors who will just go ahead and find these people not guilty when clearly they killed people for other reasons other than what was justifiable under law as a police officer. So hold your the people on these jurors on these juries, they are your coworkers who claim to care about you, but they allow bully like killer cops to go free. They are your neighbors. They are people who go to church with you. So you need to start holding everyone accountable, and not just taking, oh, she's nice to me, or oh, she or he did this, that, and the third. No, what are they doing when nobody's looking, when nobody can tell what's going on? So stop being so trusting of people. Trust, but verify. Verify that trust, okay? And here's what I want to say about what we need to do to address bully, liar, killer cops in 2021. Our first mission is to abolish no knock search warrants, because no knock search warrants are mostly used against Black and Brown people to invade their homes and for illegitimate reasons. And most of the time, it's us, it's our children, it's our men, our women, our babies that end up dead at the hands of a police officer who claims that he was using a no knock warrant for his safety, but he's wrecking the joint on the way in and out, destroying your safety. I was watching a TV show the other day, and they were just glorifying the SWAT team, and they're coming in and bursting in. But what I've noticed is, and you probably have too, when it comes to how they treat white defendants, they treat them better, more humanely than they do Black people who they claim were lawbreakers. So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Again, you're watching the Journal of Steffanie Rivers, and I'm Steffanie Rivers. In 2021, again, we need to abolish no knock search warrants. Those are local jurisdiction approved practices by police. So make sure you find out, are no knock search warrants legal in your jurisdiction, and hold your local politicians accountable to get those stricken off the books. Secondly, we need to start working on defunding the police as they are now, and start working towards more community policing, which for me, that looks like police officers need to live in the jurisdiction where they work, and that will keep them from being so uncaring and deadly force using without it being needed. And if they are policing their neighbor and their children's parents, then they will act better than they do right now. So know the laws in your area, act accordingly. So arm yourself with knowledge, and when you have the knowledge, act according to those laws. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. All I'm gonna say about that, I could say more, but I'm gonna say arm yourself with knowledge and act accordingly. Hold your politicians available, hold your politicians accountable, and build another stream of income. People, quit thinking that just because you got a good degree and you got a good job and you got good benefits on that job, that's all you need. Because if 2020 taught you anything else, is that you need more than one stream of income. So start building multiple streams of income and teach your children to do the same. That's it for now. Be safe and hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, because nobody else is going to prepare for your future if you don't. So that's up to you. So to find out more about the things that I care about, go to the written version of my journal. That's at eurweb.com. Thanks, and have a super day.